More often than not, discoveries in science, art, and technology are a slow, methodical process. Our understanding of the natural and man-made world grows gradually over time. But occasionally, with a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work, a breakthrough creates a giant leap in discovery and understanding. If you took a DeLorean to 1439, you would find less than 1 in 10 people able to read. The problem? Books were as rare as 1.21 gigawatts. Then in 1440, Johannes Gutenberg invented the movable type printing press. It could crank out 3,600 pages of print a day, exponentially increasing the number of books in the world. Books became drastically cheaper, and literacy became a standard for everyone, not just the upper class. Olympian Dick Fosbury showed up in Mexico City on October 20th, 1968. When it was his turn for the high jump, he did something no one else had ever seen. He jumped over backward. This technique shattered all of the high jump records in history. It would go on to be called the Fosbury Flop and has become the standard for any competitive high jumper. When it comes to our understanding of God, we see something similar. Since the fall of humanity, mankind has found itself in darkness, unable to comprehend God's love for us. But then, in a shocking turn of events, all of history was shaken to such an extent that over 2,000 years later, our calendar still reflects this breakthrough. And this breakthrough has a name: Jesus. Before Christ, God was slowly drawing us back towards himself, gradually revealing himself to us in his word. But sin still separated us from God, from joy itself. So God did something unimaginable, more shocking than jumping backwards, more powerful than reinventing the way books are printed. At the moment that Mary said yes, God became flesh. The Word became incarnate. When he was born, we could finally see him, hear him, touch him. In his very name, Jesus reveals what God does for us. The name Jesus literally means God saves. When humanity failed to love the way we were meant to, when we were lost in brokenness, barely holding out hope, God saved us by becoming human himself. He came to us as a simple baby. Without someone to care for them, babies don't survive. They need relationships with others. And that's how God entered our world, because he so desired to have a relationship with us. Through Jesus, we can understand God's word more clearly, rise higher, live better. He gives himself not only to humanity, but to each individual human. He gives himself to you. He gives himself for you. He enters your world, desiring for you to know him. He wants to rescue you from heartache and confusion, so that through grace, you can discover the one true God.